Hi everyone, I'm Chef Leroy and welcome to my cozy kitchen. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I certainly am. The weather here is, it's okay. But that's not what this video is about. Today I'm going to make quinoa turkey meatballs for dinner. I'm actually going to do it with some braised cabbage and a tomato sauce. I've got some Moody tomato puree, and this one is with basil in it. I love this stuff. I'll show you the product a little closer. Again, for meatballs, you need some egg. I'm going to use some Asiago cheese in mine. I got some dry basil, dry thyme, dry oregano, salt and pepper. And I do have a little bit of vegetable blend. I actually used this the other day for some omelets. So I want to add that to my turkey meatballs. And you can't have quinoa meatballs without the quinoa. Right now my quinoa is cooling down in the refrigerator, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So let me bring that camera close so you can see what's going on in this bowl. Okay, in the bowl I've got some jennie-o fresh turkey, ground turkey. There's 3 pounds in here. Wow, you're probably thinking that's a lot of turkey. I like to batch cook, so that's how I do it. Now, if you look in here, I've got vegetables. I've got some peppers, onion, mushroom, and zucchini. This is part of a breakfast that we did the other day. I did a little bit of extra vegetables. I'm gonna mix that in with my turkey meatballs. In this bowl here, I've got 3 eggs whipped. Pour them in. Got some Asiago cheese. This is a not necessary item, but I like it a lot in my meatballs. Sorry, it's kind of noisy. So let's go ahead and dump about a cup in there, just like so. Now I said herbs, so I've got a teaspoon of basil. So going to be a little bit of an Italian flavoring to it. I'll do that. So I need a ½ teaspoon of thyme, and we're going to use a teaspoon of oregano. Okay. Then I got my handy dandy fancy salt and pepper mills. So this one's salt, and I've got a mixture of salt in here. It's actually a little bit of smoked salt too. I'm going to give it a couple cranks. Okay, just like so. Here's my black pepper and green pepper corns. There's a couple cracks of that in there as well. Boom. You can get these at Sur La Table, okay? I love those crackers. So that's that part there. And what we need next is we need the quinoa. All right, so the quinoa is done. That's what she looks like right there. Okay, I don't need all this much. I'll show you what I'm doing. I use 3 cups of the cooked quinoa. So, take my cup, throw that right in there. 2 and 3. So it's basically 1 cup per pound. Okay, then you have a little bit left over. It's a nice little snack. I made my quinoa with chicken stock. If you want it vegetarian, or leave it that way without the extra chicken stock, or you don't like that, you can just use water. Okay, this is the quinoa. I get this at Costco. Basically, if you read the directions, it's absolutely straight on. 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of water or broth, bring it to a boil. I cover it, lower the temperature to a simmer, and you cook it until basically all the liquid is evaporated. Then just keep it covered, let it sit for about 5 minutes or so, move it around with a fork, and then what I do is I toss it right into a container, and because I just made this today, I threw it in my freezer to get cold faster. All right, now your best friend is a glove. Okay, so if you can get yourself some latex gloves, that's the best way, and just mix everything in. The amount of vegetables that I put in here was probably 2 cups worth of vegetables. They're not cut really small, but that's because I was using them for omelets. But it'll work in here. Okay, just mix it in really well. What you're looking for is the turkey to start to get kind of tacky. Just incorporating all that quinoa and the egg and everything all the way in there. All right, that's it. Now again, it's gonna be a little weird with these larger vegetables, but you know, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna do about a 2-ounce meatball. So that's a meatball there. I'll throw another glove on so it's quicker. Got my pan here. This pan I was using for my braised cabbage. So I'm just gonna use the same pan. Just gonna set them in like that. You can make the balls whatever size you want. You decide how big you want these to be for your meal. And basically what I'm going to do is braise them. See how they turn out this way. I do my stuffed peppers this way, but they're obviously, it's already in a pepper, so that's a little different. Looks like I got one more. Now what I'm hoping doesn't happen is I hope they don't turn into like a big, like, meatball. Like a giant, like, pan meatloaf of some sort, so we'll see. All right, we'll set that off to the side. Shake up our tomato puree. Let's pour it over the top. Add a little water to the bottle. Okay, on the stove. And as you can see, I'm using my Thai barang pan. I just did my cabbage in there. And now I have my cabbage in the oven. All right, let's go ahead and bring it to the stove. All right, I got the pan over to the stove and covered, just like so. I put it on about a medium-high temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and get all that pressure out to get the pan to seal up nicely. And let's just let them cook. Okay, we've been simmering these meatballs at a temperature of just a little over medium, so close to medium-high. I'm just gonna check them here. And they've been cooking for 1 hour straight up. Thermometer here. So the top ones are probably going to be less done for sure. I don't know, maybe I can try to move them a little bit. And the ones underneath are going to be done pretty good. Yeah, they can move now. See that? Look at that. Okay, formed up. A little stuck together. And because they're in a sauce like that, they're really not going to dry out, honestly. So even if you get them to, I don't know, even closer to 200 degrees internal, it's not going to really harm them too much. So they are sticking a bit together, which I kind of had a feeling that would happen. Just want to move the bottom ones up. Try to get the top ones down. And it formed up pretty well. And let's go ahead and put that cover back on. I'm just going to go ahead and let them cook. Gonna cook them in about another 15 minutes. We should be right on the money then. When this is ready to go, I'll show you what the plate looks like. Again, I'm doing the quinoa turkey meatballs with the tomato puree. We've got some Italian seasonings in there a little bit, and then I've got braised cabbage. And again, if you guys like the videos, please hit that like button. If you have any comments, I'd appreciate anything you want to add or ask me about these meals that I do. Again, my channel has quite a bit of different content. You know, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Subscriptions are free to join. It just lets you know when I put a video out there. It gives you a little heads up. Yeah, anyway, that's all I have for now. Again, at the end of the video, you'll see a picture of my plated meatballs. That wraps this video up for now. You guys have a fantastic day. Chef Leroy and out.